What's good, everybody? So, electricity's been out for a bit this morning. Actually, all morning. So, I'm not really sure what time it is just yet. And all the updates and everything on my computer. Now, I don't understand what's going on with the graphics card or whatnot. Run updates, updated drivers, updated software, updated everything. Now my eyes, the nostrils, my mouth, underneath the bill of my cap, all of that looks like real bright green. So, as well as the background. So, yeah, really weird, really strange. So, but anyway, just gonna see if this works. If it does, great. If not, here we go again, right? So, not my first rodeo. But, anyway, it's been several weeks now since I've been able to speak to a contractor, right? Even the one that lives like across the street from me. So, been busy working on this other house. 3 weeks ago was supposed to be ready for me, but phone hasn't rang, not a knock at the door, so I don't get it, right? So anyway, I went ahead and drew out exactly what I want done. And as far as the first two things that I need done, like immediately, and drew all of that out. Because this guy comes to me and says, oh, no, it's because of this and because... And that's all false. All of it. And I know that, right? I mean, even the engineer who I hired and came out has outlined the problem, the issue. And so it's like he's wanting more work when it doesn't need that. And it's like, for what? None of that needs to be touched. All of that is fine. I intend to install gutters. Hello. I intend to install gutters on top of this. And supposedly the drip edge doesn't sit out far enough when I've measured, and yes, it does. It sits out perfectly. So, and the concrete board I'm looking at installing and siliconing into place, in addition to screws into the brick, is only a 1/4 inch thick. It's like, really? Maybe a 1/2 inch at best. So the rest of it, I intend to use gutters. I don't intend for this drip edge to then drip onto the concrete. That's not my intention. So we'll see what he comes back again this time. If it's more the same, then oh well. I'm sorry you don't see it the way I see it. But that does not need to be done. And I know that. So, I mean, someone's outside, I don't know who. So anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. That needs to be done to the exterior. That, as well as the fence line, needs to be... The fence posts need to be set in, concreted in, then the concrete footer with 5/8 rebar, and then the chain wall on top of it. But with permits and with affidavit, all of that, to seal the deal legally, permanently. So that way no other recourse can come back even 10 years from now, right? So there's a way in which to do that, and that's what I have to do. Because, I mean, the fence line alone is 30 grand for a fence. I mean, it's rather crazy, but it's what I want. So that's what I've always envisioned here. So two-tone vinyl fence, a little higher than normal, but well, normal around here, the code is 6.5 feet is max, and I'll be at like 6 feet 8 inches. So just over 6.5 feet, but just enough to be hit with fines and be forced to remove it and all this other BS, right? Just enough. Because that's the kind of Karens that I have in the neighborhood. So thankfully, there's no HOA. So there's no homeowners association and all that kind of craziness. But somebody in the area has to work for code enforcement. There's, with everything that I've been bombarded by, with the whole elevation and all the construction going on here. So, I mean, permits alone was like over 15 grand. Yeah. Just in permits. So, and it's just crazy. It's like, for what? You know? But, hey, that's your government, right? So anyway, I mean, I'm glad there is oversight on some people, because there are many fly-by-night companies. I mean, I just had that done with the roof, right? So all they wanted to do was the roof. They didn't want to fix anything else. So, I mean, I've got a ton of other work. They're not interested. Oh well. Whatever. The roof needed to get done. Yeah, I could have got it done cheaper, but I'd have had to wait longer, and I had gaping holes into the house. So, which I was unaware of. But, that's all fixed now. So anyway, whatever. That's all done. So yeah, I drew out all the plans. Let's see what this contractor comes back with, right? Because I know what the engineer and I decided on what would work. And if he doesn't understand it, then oh well. Nice little flash going across. I don't know if something's up with the graphics card or with this computer. Probably is. Whatever. I guess everyone's out to hack you. So, but same thing. Just flash the computer again and reboot it all. Start over again from a whole nother computer. But not exactly the approach I wish to take, right? So anyway, just a little quick video. I've been not under the weather, but I've slept a lot. I still have not had a cigar or anything to smoke in days. I want to say it's been like 6 or 7 days. However, I did sleep a lot. From NyQuil and ZQuil to, just, and then I would eat and then pass out and then watch a movie, pass out 15 minutes into it, it's just like, and then I do a little bit around the house, dishes and bathrooms and cleaning up and washing clothes and folding, and it's just like busy work, So anyway, whatever. Not much else is really going on. The other night I was on with, not on their channel, but just live in their chat room, and with Clint and Lisa, and they were speaking of New Orleans as a possible roadshow place, which would be awesome. It really would be. A few issues there right now. So, especially for March, mainly, March 1st is Fat Tuesday or Mardi Gras Day. So, like the whole week before Mardi Gras would be like the time to be here. So, like the last week of February. Um, this year, every year it changes just a little bit when Fat Tuesday is. However, on Wednesday, that is Ash Wednesday, most of the population here are Catholic, and they all go to get ashes on their forehead on Wednesday. So, and then begins Lent in Catholicism, where you're asking for forgiveness of your sins of everything of which happened the previous 2 weeks during Mardi Gras. So when you go out and run the streets naked and act a fool, you know, and, intoxicated beyond belief, to ask for forgiveness of those sins, I guess, begins Lent. Um, I really don't get it. But around here, that's like not a good time for partying and whatnot. So I I'm not really sure what festivals happen like right after that, like during Lent and all of that. But I do find it funny to look back, you know, from in Catholicism, right? And riddle me this, right? So why is it in Catholicism it is the asking for forgiveness of your sins, and a time of cleansing, right? So like no meat on Fridays, and it's like only seafood and that sort of stuff. And so why is it, no alcohol, no anything, but why is it that every Catholic priest is drunk off their ass, okay? I mean bad, during Lent, during St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day, it's like, you know, so I've always questioned that, do as I say, not as I do, right? So I don't really get that, but whatever, just me. Um, so look, I'm just rambling at this point. I still, oh, my funds finally became available through Gemini. So I need to go back and check. I believe today is the 15th. So they would have cleared yesterday, which would have been the 14th, and from the 8th would have been 6 days, right? Yeah. So took 6 days for funds to clear Gemini. Wow. So, yeah, now I can go ahead and place my limit buy orders and whatnot in the market, but I don't know. I haven't pulled the trigger just yet. I need to go back in and take a good look around. So anyway, that's about all. Y'all be cool. Later.